Hello everybody, welcome to another video. We start this one off, yes you've guessed it, on the good old M25 again. We're coming up to a junction. The speed limit is 60 miles an hour at the moment. Even though it doesn't say it on that sign, it is 60 miles an hour. It said it on the sign previously. And I'm overtaking. So all you guys that say you're middle lane hogging, I'm not, okay? But as I say, we're coming up to a junction and I am keeping an eye out on the outside lane, because sometimes they do leave it this late to cut right across the 3 lanes to get into the slip road. You can see the countdown signs. We're at number 2 at the moment. We go to number 1, and I have seen this car coming up the side of me, but I didn't quite expect it to do what it's gonna do. It does pull in. Not very good timing as that van pulls out. Brakes in front of me, gets in my braking distance, pulls out again and then brakes again. Why are you braking the second time? Because you were doing 60 anyway, so weird. So we're still on the M25, a lot further on, and we're coming to another junction. Now we've got 2 miles ish before it's the junction. We're watching this car in front. It just does some very strange things. You either want this lane or you don't want this lane. It has a little swerve up there, a little lack of concentration. It's got plenty of time to move out if it doesn't want this lane in front of that van, but it doesn't. Obviously at this time I don't know what lane it wants, where it's going or anything. So it's not until we get to the sign that says 1 mile to the next junction just here, where it sort of like shits itself and thinks, damn, I'm in the wrong lane, I better move, and literally just moves straight away, leaving both vans very little braking distance because of it. The van directly behind it now moves away rather than backs off. It pulls past it. And this is another weird bit here. Why does it go out into the middle lane now? What exactly is it overtaking? Some odd behaviour. So I've literally just come off the motorway at that junction, and this is the roundabout at the top of it, where the lane choices is still going on here. It's painted on the road, it's signs everywhere, and people still get it wrong as to what lane they should be in. And they also don't like the colour of the lights. I mean, that's clearly a red. And he's 2 lanes out as well. And he did that on purpose. As we see it from the rear, he moved out to go and do that. He's still going out to 3 lanes out when he wants the inside lane. Bit odd. Or cheeky, one or the other. So, now this one cuts across me because that's my lane. I mean, it's so simply marked out on the road there. But if we go to the rear camera in a second, how many get it wrong behind me? So the van has done the same thing. He's cut across. But he doesn't even want that lane. He cuts across again, going back to the lane that he was in. It's on the floor. It's written on the floor. In this clip, we got the usual suspects. We come round here, and there's 2 cars coming towards us that are driving way too fast and then need 2 lanes to do it in. Guess what cars? Yep. Always an Audi. different motorway for you now. I'm on the M3, but I'm about to go onto the M25. The 2 lanes to my left are only M25. The lane that I'm in is either M3 or M25. The one on the right hand side is M3 only. Got that? The sign says it up there to the left. So there is a little slip road that comes off of my lane here. So I'm not in the wrong lane or anything like that before anyone gets on my case. And obviously it slows up. M25. This is a really bad junction on the M25. Always busy. Or it's the M3 coming onto the M25. You know what I mean. So, as I say, it's very busy. Always is at this junction. But all you got to do is wait. You just got to wait your turn. As simple as that. You got no other choice, really. Unless you want to do something naughty. And you know what car's going to do it, didn't you? Not the Mercedes behind me. The car that's in the correct lane behind it is going to do it. Watch him pull out. There he is. Always an Audi. He's in the correct lane, but there he goes. Up there. Nice bit of queue jumping. Why is it always them? Why do people always do that? I often think sometimes on the road, if you can't do the basics correctly, I do wonder if you've actually got a driving licence. How can you not do that correctly? Now, if you watch these videos with someone else, it's time for a little gamble. Please bet responsibly. This Peugeot in front, we're coming up to a roundabout. It can either turn left, it can go straight on, or it can come straight back on itself. That's it. Which one's it going to be? It doesn't indicate, so you get no clues from the car itself. You might be able to figure it out with the car's positioning itself. So, have a look. Perhaps not being as militant as I should. We're going to talk about the National Cat Awards later on in the programme. We're going to be meeting the winner, or more accurately, the winner's owner. Looks like it's turning left. No. So whoever had left turn, you were wrong. Let's go to the rear camera now. Whoever had straight on was wrong. Whoever had going straight back was also wrong. Whoever had left turn via going round the roundabout, you were correct. Yeah, well done. Now in this clip, I've just dropped off a prison officer at our local prison. Highdown Prison in Banstead. It's a category C. Apparently Gary Glitter's even stayed there. Ugh. Yeah. But remember them old Harold Lloyd films? Not that one. The one where he was always a prisoner. Charlie Chaplin used to do a few of them as well. That's Harold Lloyd dressed like that. And Charlie Chaplin used to do a few dressed like that. And I am literally 2 minutes away from this prison when I see this guy. Would you wear something like that close to a prison? I know they don't wear them uniforms, but my God. Oh, just petrol head time for you now. And obviously they don't go round the roundabout correctly. So now we turn our attention to Cyclist again. We've got this one here. They both take the red light very differently. And now we've got this one here who just jumps up on the pavement there. She don't give a toss, straight through the red light. And he avoids it by going up on the pavement. 2 different ways. But look how he looks over his shoulder as he comes back onto the road. Yeah, good job. So we don't have to be in central London to see cyclists behaving like that. I'm in Leatherhead at the moment, by the way. So we're still on Cyclist. We've got temporary lights up in front of us, so there's a little bit of a hold up while we're starting to go through the green light now. Obviously I've got a very slow moving vehicle in front of me. This is normally a 50-mile-an-hour road, as you can see by the sign over there. But when we go behind, we've got a cyclist that's overtaking everything because, well, we can. There's nothing wrong with that. But we start to build up speed now, but not quick enough for him. So he gets in that gap. Now that's my braking distance, is it not? If it was a car or a motorbike or something like that, you would have a go saying that that's my braking distance that he's just got into. But look how close he is to that lorry. Look at the braking distance he is actually leaving himself. I know what he's doing, the wind resistance and all of that sort of stuff. He's using the lorry to go faster and have a brake. That's how they do it, Cyclist. But as we start to speed up, he doesn't leave any gap or anything. If that lorry had to put his brakes on, do you think he could actually stop now? Only now he starts to leave a gap, and that's probably because he can't keep up with the lorry. Maybe. Now he's indicating right. That little pointy finger was an indication, by the way. So he's over in the right hand lane. No, he's not. He's going back over to the left hand lane. No, he's going back over to the right hand lane. No, he's going back over to the left hand lane. So he's going straight on. He didn't turn right after all. So he's all over the bloody shop. So we'll speed it up a bit now. Obviously he takes the centre lane. Centre of the lane, I should say, which I've got no problem with. That's all he can do. I can't overtake him even if he was over to the left hand side. So we're coming up to another roundabout, even though you wouldn't be able to know that behind that sign to the left hand side that's broken. But there is one a little bit further up. So where's he going to go this time, bearing in mind he made a complete hash of the last one? Oh, he's in the right hand lane. No, he's in the left hand lane. So he's turning left. No, he's going straight on. Yeah.
Entering average speed check zone.
Now in this clip we're looking at that car that's just turning right on the main road there. That's now heading the same way we are. It decides to do a 3-point turn up here. As you do, you know, in a busy part of the road on a bend, you know, just like what normal private hires do. But when he got there and he looked to his right hand side, he actually fucking jumped because he was so surprised to see a car there. That's how good his observation was of looking in his mirrors. In this clip, we're just about to enter the Mad Mile. We're looking over to the left hand side, that car that's just about to merge on. Now this is a 60-mile-an-hour speed limit. It doesn't take me long to get to 60 miles an hour because I was doing 40 anyway. So I'm doing 60 miles an hour. The car up there in front is also doing 60 miles an hour. I know that because I'm not gaining on it and I'm doing the speed limit. So what speed is he doing? And doing the Undertaking as well. So we go from 60 mile an hour to 20 mile an hour here. We're nowhere near the Mad Mile, by the way. But it's really hard to do 20 miles an hour, especially when you've got BMW behind you. Some of that 20 mile an hour this is. For an idiot in a BMW though. Now we're coming up to a roundabout again. I don't know how many times I've got to say it. It's priority to the right. Now the bus has got priority over these cars over there. We're not looking at that car, we're looking at the car behind that. Now the bus is already entering now. So the car behind has got no right to enter that roundabout. And yet it's that car that's giving it all the mouth. Look at him. You can't hear it, but he was loud and aggressive to that bus driver.
Costa Rica nil, Spain still dominating, still creating opportunities, but birthday girl Daniela Sorella has been in inspired form this second half, denying a
So we come round here,
stars including Etana Bonmati, Salama,
and this is done on purpose. This bus can easily get round this turning, but he's holding me up so his mate can get out. That is done on purpose.
added some edge to Spain. They look dangerous throughout, and if more ruthless in front of goal could have a more
I don't think I was going to let you out, mate.
eyebrows and stirred attention amongst fellow.
So we're looking at this van here. Not only is he on the phone, he needs two hands to be on the phone. Now in this clip we're looking at the crossing. To the right hand side of the crossing there's a girl that's going to press the button. And no, I didn't have time to stop at the amber. That was a bit too quick. But then she didn't wait anyway. She pressed the button, run past the crossing, and then run across the road. Well, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.